Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're joining us today from Nkolo Mahadum Wisdom University. Presented to you today by Obioramba Iboeze, reaching you from Nkolo Mahadum Wisdom University. Today's date is Nkwo Market Day in the 4th month of the Igbo lunar calendar called Onwano. Anyị ka na n'ọnwa ọnwa nke ịnọ, nke bido n'April 23 year end na May 20. And tata bụ Abia Nkwọ. And today's date in the Roman Catholic calendar is 5/8/2025. And remember, at Nkolo Mahadum, we are here to decolonize your mind, to set you free from mental slavery. All the information the colonial masters have planted on your head, we are here to help you to shed them off, to take them off. And so we also advise you to use your naturally given common sense, which we call akonuche in Igbo language. And we package and present our lectures from Biafran and African perspectives. That is how you should be seeing things. You see things from how it is affecting you as an Igbo man and as an African. And therefore, we are asking you to please subscribe and join in our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And like, comment, and share our lectures. We have delivered up to 182 lectures to you. And those lectures we are packaged for your sake to present things from the angle point, from the viewpoint of how you should be seeing them. And today, we shall be presenting highlights from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu trial of yesterday, 5/7/25, and today, 5/8/25, which is showing that the Nigerian government will not defeat Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after wasting millions of naira. And because we have to cover the 2 days court proceedings, we have to start immediately. And thank you for joining us. Yesterday, 5/7, which was Wednesday, at the Federal High Court in Abuja, with James Omotosho presiding. Yesterday, the prosecution intensified their case by presenting evidence, recordings, alleging, that is accusing, trying to link Kanu to terrorism and incitement of violence. That's what they did yesterday, presenting videos and evidence and things to link Kanu to terrorism and incitement of violence. That's what they did yesterday. And that's yesterday. We continue with the masked witness, codenamed BBB, and the prosecuting counsel, Adeboye Yega Awomolo, guiding him. The prosecuting counsel is Adeboye Yega Awomolo. He's the one that is representing the federal government, guiding the witness. And yesterday, that first witness presented a letter accusing Kanu of terrorism, murder, and inciting violence by the former Attorney General, Abubakar Malami, which was dated June 17, 2021. And that letter was admitted as Exhibit PW1 without objection from the defense team. The defense team, you know, is led by Kanu Agabi. And you can tell that by this witness presenting that letter from the former Attorney General Malami, Abaka Malami, tells you everything you have to know. Because when Buhari was asked about Kanu's releasing Kanu, he said he wanted the court to take care of that. And then when Kanu was discharged and acquitted by the appeal court, both Buhari and Malami all sat down on that judgment. So you cannot be surprised when you see Malami, people from Buhari's administration, still trying to convict Kanu, because they are the one that actually renditioned him from Kenya to Nigeria. Also, yesterday, the court accepted a written statement from Kanu dated July 17, 2021. You know, it is the prosecution counsel, the prosecutors. They are the one bringing these things to the court because these things happened way back, what they did in 2021 with Nnamdi Kanu. And in that statement, which was dated July 17, 2021, Kanu declined to provide new information. And that was accepted as Exhibit PEG. So 2 exhibits was admitted, the letter from the Attorney General, and then this statement by Kanu. Secondly, audio and video clips from Kanu's broadcast was admitted as exhibits PWA and PW1. The audio clips and videos from previous Nnamdi Kanu broadcasts, which they also played despite defense counsel objection. The defense counsel objected to them playing those videos and audio clips, but the prosecution counsel insisted on playing them, and they did play them at the courts. And in one of the clips, Kanu was warning about Fulani domination and threatening Southeast governors. Yes, Kanu was threatening, warning about Fulani domination and threatening Southeast governors. And let us address that one, because Kanu was warning about Fulani domination. Is the Fulani not have the Fulani not dominated everything in Nigeria? All the government parastatals, everything in government, and they have been ruling the country for so many years. They are everywhere. So they have dominated. There's no doubt about that. And he was warning the Southeast governors about the herdsmen killings that is happening in Biafra land. Our mothers cannot go to farm. Our men cannot go to farm. Our people cannot go to farm, as the Fulani herdsmen continue to kill people that goes to the farm. That was why he was warning the Southeast governors to give us security. And so that was what was played yesterday. Also, there's a video they had Kanu saying, "Go burn down Lagos, set Murtala Muhammad Airport on fire, burn down Tinubu Hotel, start killing soldiers, dig holes to prevent them from coming, kill them, kill security forces." That was during the NSAS. They were referring what happened during the NSAS, and you know what happened during the NSAS? There was demonstration in Obibo in many parts of Nigeria, and the Nigerian security forces was killing people just like animals. In Obibo, they were killing a lot of people. In Lagos, they were massacring people. The Nigerian security forces, which are meant to protect the masses, the only channel they have to express themselves is through demonstration. And they try to demonstrate to the government to end, to stop the answers. The answers are the Nigerian police, which have been wreaking havoc on the people, killing a lot of youths, seizing all their vehicles, all their phones, all their laptops, punishing Nigerians in so many ways. And the youth came out to say, this police force have to be disbanded. That's what they were asking for. And instead of the police, which is supposed to protect them, and the army, they rather started killing the people who are protesting without no arms. Innocent Nigerians that were protesting, showing their dissatisfaction about government failures in so many ways, in security, in protecting our people. All of them were mowed down, were being killed. It was in response of that Kanu was advising the demonstrators to also revenge, defend yourself. That's what he was trying to do, because it is the Nigerian security forces that were at first killing its own people. Then another video where he went to America and asking for weapons to defend Biafra land and also sit at home under violence. Yes, the reason he was telling the people to sit at home is that when you protest, when you come out to protest, the Nigerian security forces will kill you. That is why he advised his followers and people across the former Eastern region to always stay at home and cook special soup, special meal, and enjoy it on that day when we are observing 30th May celebration. He told everybody to stay at home, because if you come out, the security forces can kill you and say that it is IPOB or Biafran people that kill you. That is why he was asking the people to sit at home instead of coming outside. And also the video where he was asking people in America to give him weapons. What do we see today? Fulani herdsmen, they are all over, everywhere in our land, killing people, kidnapping. The other day, at very close to Owerri, in Imo State, a family went to the farm. The mother and the children were kidnapped. The other day at Ngopala, just express road from Onitsha to Imo to Owerri, there was a massive kidnapping. And you can see all over the social media, all the people that were kidnapped begging to be freed. It is countless what the Fulani herdsmen terrorists have been doing all over Nigeria, not only in the southeast, all over Nigeria. The other day in Sokoto, people were running away from their ancestral lands. All over Zamfara, all over Borno, all over Benue, all over Plateau, Kogi, all over Nigeria. And so why can't the people defend themselves? He was asking for arms so that our people can defend themselves against the invading Fulani terrorists. That's what he was asking for. And this is where the courts of May 7 yesterday came to an end, and the judge adjourned the case to today. So if you look at what transpired yesterday, you can tell that Nigerian government is just trying to tie Nnamdi Kanu to something, to tie him to something, without referring to the causative agent. Why is Kanu doing what he is doing? How about the marginalizations? How about the road blockades? How about the exclusions from government? How about the lack of infrastructure in the Southeast region? How about the fact that there's no international airport in any of the southeastern states? How about there's no seaport in any of the southeastern states of eastern Nigeria? There's no seaport, but we have dry ports in the north. We are about to have some other dry ports in Yoruba land, but there's none in eastern part of Nigeria. So all the bad treatment of the eastern Nigerians, the Biafran people, which Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for, none of them is being addressed. They're just trying to tie him to something to jail him unjustly. And that's what they're trying to do. And that continued in today's trial. So with this, we are now leaving yesterday's trial to what happened to today's trial. You have seen that what happened yesterday was just admission of the letter from Malami and the statement from Kanu, and also the video and audio tapes that was also admitted as evidences. And then the video clips and audio where Kanu was warning about Fulani domination and warning the Southeast governors, and the video clips about during the NSAS protests where he was also asking the protesters to defend themselves. That's what he was asking for. And the video where he was asking the people to give him arms is for the people to defend themselves. Self-defense is accepted anywhere in the world. Self-defense is not a crime. You cannot stay in your house and somebody will come and be killing you. And the one they presented about sit at home, yes, he told people to sit at home because if people goes out to protest, that's when they are being killed. Or if you go out, a lot of things are going on. The Nigerian Security Forces, DSS, they can kill you or maim you, and then they turn it around and name somebody else. That was why he was advising everybody to stay at home on that day. And then that was how the cutoff yesterday, May 7th, ended. And in today's trial, let us now go to today's trial. Today's trial also being presided by the same judge, James Omotosho. Today's began by the lead counsel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Kanu Agabi, introducing Paul's son, who is to lead the defense of today. It was Paul that led the defense of today for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu against the federal government prosecuting counsel, Adeboyega Awo Molo. The first question they asked Paul was, do you have any reaction to that letter presented by the Attorney General Malami yesterday, which was trying to accuse Nnamdi Kanu of murder and terrorism and violence? And Paul says he has no objections. Remember, yesterday, the defense counsel did not object to that letter from Malami. Then the prosecutor has requested that the court play the CD of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu interview upon his rendition. They want the court to play the CD of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he was illegally rendition from Kenya. Remember, when he was illegally rendition from Kenya, he was drugged, he was beaten, and brought to Nigeria without anybody knowing, without a legal counsel. That's the video they want to play, where they were interviewing him. Now, as they are waiting for the video to start to play, the prosecutor was requested to sit down because the video is not playing. The prosecutor was asked to sit down. And then the video has finally come on, but it's breaking. The prosecutor asked the witness to identify the people in the video. Then after the video starts to play, the prosecutor then asks the people, ask the witness, that is the witness of the federal government, the one that wear mask, the BBB that has mask. You know why he's wearing mask? Because he's afraid that when they lose the case against Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu may start to haunt him. Or some people can start to say, oh, shame on you. You are the one that come and testify unjustly against Nnamdi Kanu. You see, that was one of the reasons why he was wearing mask. He's afraid of his life. So that masked witness was asked to identify the people in the video. Then the prosecutor said, who are the people sitting next to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Then that witness with mask said, Isaloye Jimako and Habila, both are lawyers sitting beside Nnamdi Kanu during the interrogation when he was renditioned from Kenya. That video is where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was being cautioned. In the video, you could tell us, in the video, could you tell us about the indigenous people of Biafra? The witness was asking Nnamdi Kanu in the video that they were watching. Then Nnamdi Kanu said, I am the leader of IPOB. I was granted bail. I was in my house and army came to kill me. The army invaded my house and killed 28 people. And the DSS, the guy with the mask, the witness said, you made a broadcast? Then Nnamdi Kanu answered, I do not remember which one specifically. The reason for my broadcast was that the army was killing people in Lagos. He's referring about the NSAS protests. And again, he told them that Biafrans are Republicans in nature. You cannot control what they are doing. They are free people. They are free-minded people. They take action the way anytime they want. So they are Republicans in nature. And the DSS witness said, what is your relationship with this group? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I am the leader of IPOB. DSS, there was actually no need to have invaded your house to kill people that have done nothing. That was the DSS mask guy saying. Then Nnamdi Kanu said, what could have justified the army to have come to my house to kill people? The matter is confidential, and I cannot answer that question. DSS, by the reason of your broadcast, people were protesting. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even when protests was in Lagos, I'm not particularly in charge of everyone in IPOB. So what he was trying to say here is that the DSS was trying to say that from Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast that people started to protest in Lagos, but that is not why the people started to protest in Lagos. People started to protest in Lagos because of NSAS, because of the police called SARS that were killing the people, torturing the people, extorting from the people. That was why the protest started. Nnamdi Kanu only joined that protest when he saw that people are being killed, the youth are being killed. And so that's why Nnamdi Kanu said that even when the protest was in Lagos, he's not particularly in charge of everybody because he's not part of them. He's not part of those people. These are those Nigerians which were dissatisfied with the way things are going in the country. He's not part of them. So his broadcast was just to encourage them to see if they can achieve their objective of bringing changes to Nigeria, because Nigeria needs change, needs a lot of change, needs a lot of things to be overhauled. Things are going badly. Are you not seeing it? Don't you see that things are going very badly over there? That's why Nnamdi Kanu joined them, to see if there could be changes in the country for the benefit of everybody. You know? So DSS continued, you say you have control over Biafrans or Easterners. You are mistaken. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu responded, we are Republicans in nature. I have explained that before. We are Republicans in nature. The Biafrans, we do whatever we want to do. We say we are free people. We are free-minded people. And so that's why Nnamdi Kanu told him that we are Republicans in nature. Then DSS, you pass instruction to your people. Nnamdi Kanu said, I lead the movement, but the day-to-day operation of IPOB is done through DOS. DOS is called Directorate of State. It's like a parliament. DOS is like a parliament that is managing the affairs of IPOB on a daily basis. Nnamdi Kanu is just the figurehead of the IPOB. That's what he made them to understand. You are talking about incidents that happened after NSAS. Why don't you ask me of what happened 2015, 2016? Nnamdi Kanu then said, why are you asking me about incidents that happened during and after NSAS? Why don't you ask me about things that happened in 2015, 2016, 2017? Because I think the trial is supposed to start from 2015, 2016, and 2017. Why are you going to NSAS? I'm not part of NSAS protests. I'm not part of them. So why are you not asking me that? That was the question Nnamdi Kanu was throwing to the DSS witness. Then DSS said, in 2021, there were attacks. Then Nnamdi Kanu said, I'm aware the army killed a lot of people. The movement I lead is not violent. Yes, DSS said in 2021 there were attacks. Nnamdi Kanu said, I am aware the army killed a lot of people. Why would the army be killing its own people? I think the army is set up to fight external aggression, external wars. Why is it that it is the army that is killing its own people? And Nnamdi Kanu make it clear that the movement I lead, which is IPOB, is not a terrorist organization. It's not a violent organization. It's a peaceful movement. DSS, your instruction led to jail break, etc. Nnamdi Kanu said again, we are not violent. DSS, you were arrested. Nnamdi Kanu said, I wasn't arrested, I was kidnapped. And Nnamdi Kanu was right. He was kidnapped because you cannot bring a foreigner from somebody with different passport from another country. You cannot just rendition that person to Nigeria without going through the correct process. You break the law. You didn't follow international rules and regulations. And you drugged him and you beat him up. And that is a kidnap because you didn't follow international convention. You violated international law. And that's why Nnamdi Kanu told them that he was kidnapped he was kidnapped and not arrested. And so going on, the DSS asked him, what is your relationship with ESN? Nnamdi Kanu answered, ESN is a vigilante group that exists everywhere. So like ESN is a vigilante group, just like every other vigilante group. You establish ESN. Yes, for a very simple reason, to protect our people. The DSS is trying to find out what Nnamdi Kanu will say, whether he will say no. He asked him, you establish ESN? Nnamdi Kanu said, yes, I established the organization, the vigilante group, to protect our people. DSS, INEC offices were attacked. Nnamdi Kanu responded, INEC cannot stop my parents from going to the farm, but terrorists can. So what he was saying here is that his hand, the hand of IPOB, the hand of his movement is not associated with burning of INEC properties or houses. That he's only concerned about the terrorists, Fulani terrorists, herdsmen, that we are killing and preventing our people from going to the farm. And that is why ESN was formed. DSS, how does ESN differ from other vigilante groups? Nnamdi Kanu answered, I can't say. Mine is to make sure our land is secured. The governors have failed. Our land needs protection because of the failure of the governors of the Southeast at that time, because they were rampant killing of our people. Our people cannot go to the farm. There's hunger in the land. Our people were crying for help. The governors are not ready to do anything. That was why Nnamdi Kanu set up that Eastern Security Network to protect our people. Remember that. Now, how many people are there in ESN? That is the question from DSS. How many people are there in ESN? Nnamdi Kanu, I don't know. I wouldn't know. DSS, ESN perceived to be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's children. How do we distinguish terrorists from the group? That is the question from DSS. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu answered, how will I know? People may dislike what we are doing, and we do anything to bring our movement into disrepute. Let's go to court and know who is a terrorist. You understand what I'm trying to say here? Is that not many people like the establishment of ESN, especially the Southeast governors. They didn't like it because they failed to provide security for the people when the people needed it. So they can do everything to tarnish the image of ESN. But what we know generally is that ESN was widely accepted and people were happy when that vigilante group was set up to protect our people. Now, the court continued by listening to a background broadcast from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu about NSAS. Now that they're going back to NSAS again, where Nnamdi Kanu was saying, nobody can stop us. Ojukwu said it's long ago, we are unstoppable and our enemies know this. We are sensitizing our people, talking how Igbos were forcefully taken into other regions to further divide us. Who doesn't know this one? The Igbos are divided into Benue, divided into Kogi, divided into Cross River, into rivers, into Bayelsa, into so many places. All Igbos are resident in about 11 states in Nigeria. Why the division? Dividing us to marginalize us. And nobody likes it. It's not only Nnamdi Kanu. All Igbos, all Biafrans does not like that. Now, played now is a repeat of yesterday's broadcast about NSAS protests, feedback from the protests in Obibo, Lagos, and the rest. So they were playing the NSAS broadcast where Nnamdi Kanu was broadcasting and taking calls from all over Nigeria, including Obibo and the rest. You know, at Obibo, they massacred a lot of our people. Then DSS continued. You said, kill them. Would you support security agents killing people? Nnamdi Kanu responded, you are ascribing powers to me that I do not have or lack. When I say, let there be light, and there will be light. They went back to the 30th seat at home. Witness, What we are asking him is where he asked people not to go out on 30th May, and as a result, people died. Prosecution talked about the death of Gulag, trying to blame it on IPOB. So they talked about 30th May also, like we have talked about it before, that Nnamdi Kanu told people not to go out, to stay at home. The reason why he told them to stay at home and not go out is that if you go out, you can be killed by the Nigerian security forces and they will blame it on IPOB. That's why he said, he told everybody to stay at home, cook your best food, and eat it that day and enjoy yourself. Take your football and play it on the streets. So make sure that you are safe. Do not go out. And then the prosecution was trying to link the death of Gulag to IPOB. And even the presiding judge told the prosecution that such name is not included in the record. Why are you calling Gulag? People that killed Gulag was caught. They were not IPOB members. They had nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. You see, the federal government is just trying to scratch in here and there to get information to nail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So now, going back to the clip playing, where Nnamdi Kanu was saying, talking about the contents of his instruction and how people perceive it. Nobody is insane or mad. Why this obsession of killing people in a democracy? People must have a way of channeling their grievances, and one of them is protest. Nnamdi Kanu telling them that the only power, the only way the masses can show those governing them how they feel is through protest. Why can't you allow protest? Have you not seen when the Shiites were protesting, how they are being massacred, being shot with live bullets? The same way they've been shooting IPOB members with live bullets, even at Mpo, even at Aba, and so many other places. The Nigerian security forces shooting human beings with live bullets. Have you not seen that through protests? That's what Nnamdi Kanu is saying, that protests should be allowed in a democracy if you really have democracy. DSS continued. On a lighter note, tell me about your background, education, and career, family. Which state in Nigeria are you from? Nnamdi Kanu answered, Abia. DSS, after you left Nigeria, no, Nnamdi Kanu said, no, I saved my life. DSS was trying to say, after he left Nigeria, after they invaded his house, that's why Nnamdi Kanu corrected him. He saved his life. He narrowly escaped the killings in his house, where 28 people and a dog called Jack was killed. That he narrowly escaped. He didn't just leave Nigeria, because he was preparing for that court case with 1 million men and women. DSS continued. Where have you been and what were you doing there? Nnamdi Kanu responded, it is my business. DSS, what is the job of ESN? Nnamdi Kanu, they are in the bush protecting our people. And since the formation of ESN, they have been in the bushes protecting our farmlands. And that's why our people are going to farm now. That's why last year and last 2 years, we have a lot of food that was farmed, produced in the farms from our people, a lot of food because of the presence of ESN in the bushes, so that our people can go to farm. And that's what they're doing. Now they kind of continued. Whoever authorized the invasion of my house is the real enemy. And he is right. How can somebody be preparing for his court date, which he know that he will win, and then you will invite the army to come to his house and start killing people and to kill him? And he narrowly escaped. Whoever sent those people to his house is the real enemy. That's what he want the prosecutors to know. Now, they completed watching the video and it's being admitted as, so after watching that video, like we said yesterday, the video was admitted. Now, Justice Omotosho, the presiding judge of the case, confirming the letter is received. He received from Attorney General. He confirmed that he had received the letter, that letter from Malami, and also the letter was admitted as Exhibit G and the witness requested to read it in court. Witness, read the caution and statement of MNK, of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then Nnamdi Kanu said, I do not wish to make any statement from the office of Attorney General. Nnamdi Kanu didn't want to make any statement about that letter from Malami, the former Attorney General of Nigeria. Witness, apart from taking videos and writing against the defendants, I have worked in investigating IPOB, MNK, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and ESN. That is the witness saying that apart from taking videos and writing against Nnamdi Kanu, he has also investigated IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and ESN. Witness, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu founded Radio Biafra. The witness continued by saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu founded Radio Biafra, ESN, and others. We discovered that the Lagos High Court, the Elasa Maja Police Station, and the Murtala Mohammed Airport had all been burned down, particularly in 2020. He not only called for the killing of police officers, but he also advocated for sit at home and instructed his followers to strictly enforce it. Even as Gulak was killed, he was asked why he went out knowing he would be sitting at home on May 30. The witness continued. The witness named the states classified as Biafran states. I wonder which states he mentioned that are classified as Biafran states during the broadcast by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, Nnamdi Kanu, he was saying that Nnamdi Kanu mentions some states that are part of the Biafran states. And with this, the defense has agreed to enter into cross-examination on Wednesday, why they gather information on whether or not those who were killed were as a result of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu broadcast or other causes. That was after this that the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was now adjourned to 14th, 21st, and 22nd of May 2025. So the case continued. So everything they're saying here is just talking about NSAS, ESN, trying to link Nnamdi Kanu to ESN being a violent organization, NSAS, everything that happened there, and the Biafran struggle, and all other things. So you can tell from all this trial of yesterday and today that the federal government look like they are confused. They are jumping from here and there. They jump to this one. When they see that there's no road there, they will jump to the other one. They see that there's no road there, they will jump to another one. They see that there's no road there, so they don't have a concrete plan. Somebody you rendition about 5 years ago, illegally from Kenya, you don't have a well-packaged case against him that when you present in court, everybody will say, wow, he is guilty. But you cannot just convict somebody without actually nailing him, making sure that what he is fighting for does not exist. Does the federal government want to tell us that Nigeria, as presently constituted by the colonial master, Britain, by adding Oduduwa, which is its own nation, even Benin, you know, before we had Benin Empire, even Benin is supposed to be its own country. And the Biafran people, which encompasses the former Eastern region, and the Hausa people, the Northern people, even in the north, you have the Kanuri, Boronu, they're supposed to be a country. And how the country is constituted, there's injustice everywhere. That is the genesis, that is the foundation of what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. And apart from the elite Fulanese that have occupied all government departments, now you have these terrorist Fulanese who are now coming and killing people, taking their lands, kidnapping, doing organ harvesting across the whole of Nigeria. And you want somebody not to speak about them? And you think it's okay? Because you are somewhere maybe somehow benefiting from where you are, either in government or in business. So Nnamdi Kanu is alive today. People are following him because what he's saying is to address all the inadequacies, all the injustices that is prevailing in that geographical entity called Nigeria. And so, while we wait for the next court days, we have to bring today's analysis to an end. But before we do that, we have to also advise our people to defend yourself. The Fulani herdsmen terrorists, they have their God, they have their Allah, they have their Quran, they have their prayers, but that's not what they are using to kill you or kidnap you. What they are using to kidnap you is AK-47, AK-49, and other weapons. And we cannot encourage our people to just sit down like that or to go and pray. Anybody telling you to go and pray against the marauding, against the kidnapping and killing Fulani herdsmen, that person is trying to deceive you. Therefore, we are supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, calling on Nigerians, not only him. A lot of well-meaningful Nigerians have called on Nigerians to defend themselves. And we are doing so at Nkola Mahadum Wisdom University. Defend yourself. If not, you will be killed, kidnapped, your lands taken, and driven away from your land, and your resources also taken. And before we end, we have to ask you again to please subscribe and join us in our YouTube channel so that anytime we present a new lecture, you'll be the first to get it. Plus, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at Nkola Mahadum Wisdom University. Like, comment, and share our lectures to get to everybody, because we are presenting our lectures from Biafran and African perspectives, how you should be seeing things. Don't see things from somebody's exposition, like seeing things the way Americans see it, or Russians see it, or Saudi Arabian people see it, or United Arab Emirates people see it, or United Kingdom people see it. No, you have to be seeing things from how it is affecting you. And with this, we shall be bringing today's lecture to an end. Thank you very much for joining us today, and have a very, very good day. Thank you.